last we met, I was 6 days into my grad school experience, and it was already time for me to start studying for one of my midterms. So now I've taken it. I just finished it about an hour ago, and I want to give you an idea of what the last week has been like. So basically, I spent the last week every day spending like 2 hours a day studying because I had 3 chapters that I had to read and study and like fully understand, so I had to take some pretty intensive notes, and I had to do it in about 6 days. It's not been a very fun week. Every single day I was spending time studying, except Wednesday I went to a trampoline park because I'm a responsible adult. And I guess one thing that I've learned from this that's important if you're going to do this whole online grad school thing is try to do what I failed to do, even though I meant to, which is check the syllabus for your classes as early as possible to try and get an idea of what you're going to do. See, I found that while the classes that you're actually taking may not have a syllabus up until right before the class starts, I was able to look in previous semesters and see a syllabus that had the syllabus from the same teacher, so to try and gauge how much work I was going to have to do and how long it was going to take and that sort of stuff. The problem is the school where I'm going just switched their format, so instead of doing full semester long classes, they do half semester classes. I think I mentioned that in an earlier video. The problem with that is, so I had I was looking at my old syllabus, and I kind of had to, looking at the old syllabi for this class, and I kind of had to like condense it, cut everything in half, and try and guess how long it was going to have. Well, in last semester, there was 6 weeks between the beginning of the semester and the first midterm, so I'm expecting 3 weeks until the until the midterm. So 21 days of studying, and I got 11. So that I was unprepared. I was not ready for that. So it would have been nice if I had been able to see the syllabus earlier and gotten an idea of it. So, but basically, if you're going to do this, don't slack because it catches up really fast. Now the nice thing is, I mean, it took a lot of work, pushed really hard, but because I spent so much time in the last week just writing everything down, like every little detail that seemed important and everything, it was a tough week. I kind of neglected my, I didn't get, I wouldn't say neglect, I didn't get to spend a lot of time with my wife, or do really anything else that was a lot of fun. It was either I was at work, or I was studying, or I was, trying to get some sleep and then going back to work and trying to do some studying and everything. So it's been rough, but it worked. I just finished the midterm, and honestly, I don't know if I got any questions wrong. I mean, it's a multiple choice true or false thing, so it's a little easier. Okay, so to give you an idea of how it worked, the test was entirely online, obviously. Why do I keep saying things like that? Obviously, it's entirely online. That's the whole thing of what I'm doing. But it was all multiple choice and true or false. I had an hour and 45 minutes to do it. It was 100 questions. So, I mean, if you know the answers, if you know what you're doing, you have just over a minute to answer each question, which is pretty easy if you know it. But if you don't, it's open book, which is nice, but you have to be able to find the answers if you don't know it. So you're not going to be able to do that for every answer. For me, it worked because if I felt like I knew the answer, having the book and the notes, it made it easier for me to go and just check and make sure I was right. But there's no way I would have been able to check, actually find the answer for 100 questions in an hour and 45 minutes. I did the whole thing in only about 50 minutes, I think, is what it took. So I won't actually know the results until Tuesday. because so the way it works is the test is put up for a full 2 days, and then you can just do it whenever you have a free, like, 2 hours to do. I just wanted to do it today to get it over with. So then Tuesday it'll be graded and posted online, and I'll know how I did. But I have to say, I wouldn't have predicted this when going into it, but I am now looking forward to trying to write a 4 to 6 page research paper in 9 days. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not really going to be, but there's going to be a lot of research involved because that's what the class is. It's all about research, so you have to do it right. But after spending the last week trying to, like, cram 3 large chapters chock full of information into my head, I kind of like the idea that I've got over a week to write a paper instead. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how. I may have a little difficulty finding sources and things for the topic for my paper, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it's successful, and I will let you know next week how my progress is going along. Until then, I will see you later. And also, by the way, I need a better catchphrase, so, or a sign-off phrase, I guess. So if you have an idea of what I should say when I sign out, you can leave it in the comments. Same thing if you have any questions about the grad school experience. I may not be able to answer them right away, but as I learn, I'll keep them in mind and I'll try and answer them. Anyway, so also if you like this, what I have to say, just subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll have some interesting stuff to tell you in the future. Anyway,